Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Bandai's Chogokin, Rathalos, or Leolius. That's the same thing. And this is from the Monster Hunter series, and it's that awesome wyvern, a two-winged dragon with a club tail. Now just a heads up, this is going to be a blind review, meaning I know little or none at all about what I'm reviewing other than it's awesome. I did play Monster Hunter for a little bit in PSP, but it's just not my gaming. And they have the new one now for the 3DS. Yeah, it's just, I don't want to invest my time on it. I'll probably find myself grinding hours and hours just to get the awesome equipment, and probably won't have time to do reviews. So I gotta choose. Anyways, they do provide this awesome figure, which I'm really excited when I saw promo pics, and I'm really happy they made this. It's awesome. It transforms. So here's the box art. Now this one, probably with the demand of, or the popularity of Monster Hunter now in the US, you're probably gonna be seeing this probably around 80 to 100 bucks, just depending where you get it. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'm not sure if they still have this on stock, but if you do want to get one, you can always contact Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below. And here's, yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Really cool. Right, let's take a look inside. Alright, we got the Rathalos warrior here, and we have a cool base. It says Monster Hunter Chogokin. We have two symbols. We have the 10th anniversary for Monster Hunter and the 14th anniversary for Chogokin. And it says their G rank Henkei Leolius for transforming Rathalos. Awesome base. And it's connected with this kind of like part of the Tamashi arm. And there's a separate connector on the back there. And I'll probably have him on this stand, just keep him upright or prevent him from toppling over. It is a nice base. Now, let's remove it from the base here. There we go. And let's take a closer look at the figure. Alright, we got the warrior here, or the hunter. And first let's remove the great sword on the back. So there's a instruction on how to combine it. Well, if I can get this out here. Here we go. And it's just mounted on one of the peg holes on the back here. And just get the thing out. So here's a combination of the great sword and get, let's see. Take this out from here. There's a peg right there. And this one, let's turn this into a shield. There we go. One of the things I'm kind of concerned about is paint, especially when you're pushing plastic in. So this is the painted part. There's slits there, which this connects to, and I'm just not too fond of that. Anyways, you get the shield here. Likewise, you can reuse this. And wait, that's a straight right here. And connect on any ports there. And this one basically goes inside the Rathalos head. And we get the sword here. Nice looking. Now, getting back to this. So this is where the part you connected to. It doesn't actually have a left hand, so only the right. Yep. Right, now looking back at this one, it has quite a bit of die-cast parts on it, hence it's Chogokin. Just kind of go over the figure. When I first got it out, the first thing I've noticed is a paint chip here and there. Like, there's a little bit on the back side there. And since in the back, you know, I don't mind it too much. There is a bit of paint that got smeared. So this kind of like grayish or aqua blue got smeared here. There's like a paint goop of smeared paint of that color, and I just ended up just scratching it out. And I got most of it out, although the red paint there, the metallic red paint, is a little bit scratched up. But at least I got it out. And it's one of those that, you know, it's the luck of the draw. I got my figure sealed. and just depending, and unfortunately it's not one of those windowed box that you can see or you can pick. But anyways, for the most part, Paint app, it's nicely done. I can't be complaining too much. And plus, unfortunately, this figure, it's inevitable. You're gonna be scratching paint, especially when you're doing the transformation. So just be careful when you're doing so. Alright, let's go over articulation. Articulation wise, it has some decent movement. I mean, you have, well, let's start with the head here. A fairly good range of movement. I don't think he can look up, but he can look down. Yep. I really like the spikes all over his armor. Then you have the shoulder, which is part of the back, which is actually a good thing. Then you have the joint here. You can raise up, and you get double jointed elbow bend. Then you have the wrist. It's actually part of his transformation that you're able to do this. There we go. Let's see what else we got here. I think it's the same. Well, this one's a little different since you have the head, but you still have the elbow bend. And you have the mount here. Yep. Now you have, well, in terms of Gundam, you have skirts. You have the front skirt here, which is in a ball joint. Same thing on this side skirt. Actually, the side skirt, I'm trying to figure out how it's connected. Okay, actually it's all connected just in the front piece here. It's kind of free floating from the back. Then you can move this also. Then moving down, you get the waist. And moving this forward, you can move forward, bend the knee. Then you get this separate knee armor here, as well as this side. Really great. And you have ankle articulation as well. Actually, you get a little bit more ankle articulation a bit later on when you do the transformation. So that's actually pretty good, decent, or actually great for this all this armor. Good articulation, I would have to say. Really nice. It looks amazing. Alright, now I just want to quickly demonstrate on how to connect the shield with the hand. Again, we're going to be doing this. Sometimes it's easier to just connect the connector first inside the Rathalos mount, or you can connect it on the shield first, whichever works for you. Yeah, I'll probably have to connect this one first. There we go. Just getting it straight there and pushing it in. Alright, and connecting this here. Sometimes I have a little difficulty finding the right one, but there you go. You can hold it. It's not too bad, although it's a little too large for my liking. Now for the right arm, you have the closed fist, you have the open hand right here, and you have two separate hands for holding things. This is your regular one, and this one's the angled, and most likely this is for the sword. Now to swap it out, you carefully pop this out. It's in a ball joint wrist. There we go. Get that thing out. Put this on, and just take your time. Especially if it's the first time you're putting it on. Sometimes the joint is just a little stiff. And you're gonna move around the armor. Make sure you don't hit them as you move the whole hand or whole arm around. Then we're just gonna connect this, and you just gotta push it in. And there we go. Since the elbow joint is a little stiff, it's actually holding it quite well, even though it's heavy. Now, even if you do the great sword, maybe have a little bit of balance issue, but you know, with this, you yeah, you probably have enough tension there to hold it up. All right. Other than that, let's do a quick size comparison. All right, quick size comparison with Master Asia. Master Asia is about 6 inches, and I measured the Monster Hunter Rathalos. It's about 7 inch in height. Yep. All right, here comes the next part, transformation. Let's see how this goes. So first off, look at the back. We get to pull basically the head back here, and just kind of realign this. This is kind of preventing heading back because of this shoulder armor. So we're just gonna fold it this way, and this gives you enough clearance to just keep it hanging like so. Now we're gonna work on chest piece here. We're gonna pop it open. It's on those really tight joints. So you open up the right side first. And just slightly open. You still have this to worry about a bit later on. Actually, let's see if I can probably do that now. Turn this around. There we go. And open it up. Pretty much as wide as you can. Now there's the tab here that kind of keeps it together. We're gonna just fold it down. Now we have the arms. I believe you turn this all the way around. I have the head here. And likewise, the same thing with this one here. Well, actually, just up like so. Now, there's a little hinge. Well, you can pull this up, and actually you can turn around. Now again, we're trying to get things as wide as, open the cavity as much as we can. Then we're gonna rotate this guy. And if I remember correctly, yeah, I think I got it as wide as I can. Just a matter of getting it to turn. There we go. Just the clearance. There we go. So we're gonna have this way. So I just basically twist the arms around, or the shoulder. And next part is we're just gonna basically tuck this whole arm inside. And on the instruction, you're using a closed fist, but since I'm going to be using the holding for the sword, I'm just going to leave it as like that. I'm going to flip this around. Covers the front of the chest. And push this towards the center. There we go. And you pretty much have the chest cavity. For the most part, I mean, there's gonna be little gaps here and there. There we go. And on the back side here, put this up. We're gonna move this tail down, or the back skirt. And I believe the head just kind of tucks in on the back like that. And the next part is the legs. I think there's some person in the instruction saying that you gotta wiggle this down since you're moving this thing here, but I can't forget that. I think it should be fine. Alright, and moving on the legs, let's see how we're gonna pull this out. It gives you a little bit more clearance. Same thing on the other side. We can lower this on his talons. And we can open up his feet here. There we go. And something just dropped. I think, you know, for the majority we're almost there. Then we're just gonna move this forward. There we go. Again, mindful of the places that paint might chipped. Yeah, it's a little crazy sometimes. I think I still haven't fixed the chest part. There we go. And oh, I forgot to do this. So this one, you can push this knee armor down, and I think this one's just there. There we go. Get the chicken legs. Alright. And what's left is just the tail. Alright, for the tail, we're going to open this up. There we go. And getting back to the shield, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Or actually, take this apart. We need this middle part here, the connector. And let's see if I remember this. I connect like this. So it's slightly resting up here. This one, we're gonna push that backward. That way you can turn the tail. Get the articulation there. Now on the back side, just connect this. And I think that's pretty much it. Hold this down. There we go. This one and this one folded forward. And I think that pretty much hides it. And we're just left with the wings. Now for the wings, let's see if we get this thing. You can open it up like so. Bend this a little bit, and it's gonna be that peg joint right there, or the peg hole. Got one wing there, and the other side here. Actually, let's take a minute here and just look at how awesome this is. You get that really nice metallic red on the other side, and kind of inverted. You have silver with red markings. Really nice. There's articulation here also. You can pull that down. And I'm already seeing a little bit of scuff marks there. This one just connects on this side here also. There we go. Looking good. Let's just point this forward. Get them out. And there we go. We got an awesome Rathalos right here. He looks amazing. There's a little bit of hollow parts here and there, but for the most part, if you're looking from this side, he looks very menacing. And more than likely, I'm just gonna keep it on this form. I think it looks a lot better in my opinion than the warrior mode. Well, actually, it's a little bit both, but I think this one looks a lot better in my opinion. It's really nice. And that pretty much is for the review. I have to say the engineering that went through getting it transformed, it's amazing. I'm not really well versed in transformation. Some people might think it's a simple transformation. I myself, I like it. It works. You get pretty much the Rathalos here. You get all the arms kind of hidden here and there. I also like how the head is just resting on the back here and basically becomes the back. Yeah, really cool. And you get a little bit of articulation with the tail, the legs, the wings, from the base of the back, or even that peg joint, or that connection here too. Yeah, it's overall, I really like this particular figure. Really amazing. Now I'm probably just gonna keep him on his Rathalos form, or the dragon form. The only concern about, or particularly on this figure, is the paint chipping and well, the luck of the draw when you get a paint pooling in certain areas. That's something that it's kind of hard to avoid. Yeah, unfortunately. But nonetheless, overall, when someone looks at this, or you look at it from your display case, it looks amazing. Definitely highly recommend to get this. And yeah, I think that's about it. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I'll provide the link down below if you want to inquire to get one. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.